approximately the same age as Biden, would have been running in his first campaign when he's running in 2024, and I do believe that Trump intends to run. Whether or not that happens is requisite partially on the midterms. That won't, I think, be a problem, and also on health. And it will cause a constitutional crisis when an active presidential candidacy is effectively hamstrung by not being able to use any big tech sites. It will become a major anti-censorship issue that I think that the right wing can carry, and I hope that that happens because it would be helpful. For content creators in general, I think it would be a helpful thing. Little in my opinion. I don't support the dude because of his abysmal stance on gun rights. He was endorsed. He ended up winning. Again, he beat out a dude who was 10 points ahead at one point in the race. So in a rough four-way race, which is what it was at the 11th hour, that endorsement did carry him over the threshold. Again, wouldn't vote for him, but he did get the Trump endorsement. So if you give a shit about that, at least it plays a little bit of a role. AOC is not the only one among the Democrats who won't answer this question. I would like to see the legacy media actually do some bit of journalism and straight up ask all of the Democrats individually, not just AOC, because she's a cringe lord anyway. Ask Ilhan Omar, ask Senator Schumer, ask Pelosi, ask all of these people. If Biden, who will be 82 at the time, seeks re-election, he wants to be the candidate, will you back him, yes or no? I see all of these weasel words being used, and I seem to recall Donald Trump getting harassed endlessly about the David Duke issue years ago. Well, he didn't disavow David Duke, even though he already had years prior. Will you disavow? Will you disavow this? Will you disavow that? Will you disavow Kyle Rittenhouse? I remember Trump's decision to say, let the trial play out, and I'm not going to weigh in. That aged like fine wine, like most of the predictions he made about Joe Biden. $5 a gallon gas? Yeah, another prediction fulfilled, although it's low-hanging fruit because any moron could see it coming. None of these people, in my opinion, because of Biden's weakness, his approval polling has collapsed. He has accomplished effectively nothing. He he's already there in old age. He's going to be pushing his mid-80s if he tries to run again. He'd by far be far older than anyone else that's going to join the field, even if he gets primary. I doubt that any of these Democrats will put it down on paper saying, yes, I endorse Joe Biden for a second term. And that's why I think that Joe Biden will not run for a second term. I think that what they're going to pressure him to do is this. I think they're going to pressure him to LBJ style and effectively say, well, I'm getting too old for this shit. We've accomplished so much. And then they'll praise him. They'll pat him on the head and the back and the dick at the same time. Oh my God, Biden was so great. We're so sorry to see you go. And really, they're chomping at the bit to fucking replace the dude at this point. They don't even need to wait till the midterms to do that. But to be clear, right now you have the lowest presidential polling in a midterm in living memory. And the typical loss of the in-party, if they have the presidency in the House, which Democrats do, is already above 20 seats. That would be the median amount to lose, assuming reasonable approval ratings. At this point, we could be looking at a 40-seat wash, effectively. When that happens, Biden will face calls to stand down. And I think I know what the Democrats intend to do. They intend to stand Biden down and tell him, please do not run. Please retire with grace, and please put the age question on the ballot come November in 2022.